Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I figured I'd do something a little different. I'm actually going to do a story time, and this is real, and it happened earlier this year and still going on. While I'm doing that, can't talk. I'm going to be eating some chili, and you're going to watch me work on an upcoming little cheap project. Nothing fancy, but I'll explain to you what I'm doing when I put it together. But anyway, let's get to the story time. So this involves a mom, a son, his daughter, and the daughter's mom. So we're gonna name the mom Sarah and the daughter Tiara. Hopefully I can remember that. So Sarah, the mom, the grandmother of the child, had one child, which was a son. Well, he passed away, but he had a lot of like stuff at his job, like 401k. He had a life insurance policy for his daughter Tiara. So, for the most part, the daughter was with the son, which was at Sarah's house. So it was the mom, her son, and her grandchild in the house, because the child biological mom was just a street woman. That's just what she is, and she still is that from what I'm told. So, the son died unexpectedly. I'm not sure how he died. Well, the mom, the biological mom, swoops over and grabs the daughter from, them, or from the grandmother, because it's a check. When a parent died, one of the other child gets survivor's benefit until they're either 18 or 21 from Social Security. So the grandmother is highly upset about that. She got so upset, and she was trying to fight for this child. This child wanted to go with her mom because this little girl is a teenager, so she's smelling herself, and mom is about the street, and she think that is the best life ever. So they go through all of these. Like, mom is in and out of jail. Um, Guidem and Lightem had to come in. I think it's guidance of Lightem or something like that. It's a someone who steps in on the child's behalf, and all this other stuff. And grandmother has brought in documentation showing how the mom is unfit. But the only reason why grandma doing this is because she wants that check. So, and mom is wanting her because she wants to check. And this girl's in between this, lost and confused, but she want to be with her mom. And from what I was told, a little girl had either threatened to kill herself because she wanted to be with her mom so bad. So fast forward, the child is with mom. She's being monitored. Mom is still wild. Grandmother's collecting all of her son's money. Open up an estate account and everything. And like everything, she's contacting all the jobs, trying to find if he got life insurance policy, 401ks. Like, this woman is racking up on this money. Well, lo and behold, there was a insurance policy for the granddaughter for $250,000. Now, mom don't know about this. Mom has a child. Mom got the lump sum from Social Security, and she's getting $1,300 a month for this one child. And grandma's not happy about it, and so people's been telling her to let it go, and she just hot about it. So, Sarah's just constantly calling about her son's money and doing all this other stuff to pay for the funeral, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so Tiara's with her mama, living it up. Mom is posting at these expensive restaurants, at these expensive trips. I mean, she is living up off of this child's money. Okay, whatever. So one day, Sarah, the grandma, got mad while she was on the phone with me and said, "Bump it. She could keep the money." I'm thinking to myself, well, hold on. I thought this fight was for your grandchild. I mean, y'all, she was mad. She went and got an attorney. She did everything because she want that child in her custody, because she's telling people she's an unfit mom. No, you want the child in custody because you want a check. You're an overseer of your mom's check, over your mom, just to get a check. I mean, when I tell you this lady is about money, she will steal from a child. This lady is about money. She made a comment to me one day that blew my mind. She said, "I want a military man so I can get his money and keep my money." Like, this woman will go to the deepest parts of hell to get money. That's sad, because it's like, I don't know. It's some craziness, because her son lived with her and wouldn't move out. But I would notice she would say stuff like, "Yeah, I'm gonna tell my son to go get some food stamps, and yeah, he need to move out. He's disrespecting me." And then she would make other little comments like, as as time go on, we would have little conversations. She was like, yeah, I gotta go do this. I want my son to know that I went and got this bill, blah 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 blah. Like this lady, I don't know the stuff she told me about her mom or her sister. They definitely got this from their mom because she talked about how her mom was a hellraiser, disrespectful to her parents, and her mom is not in a good space. I think her mom, not dementia, something happened to where she kind of lost her mind, and just it's a whole mess. So back to what I was talking about. So the Tiara, the granddaughter, is with mom. Mom living up off of her money, still doing the same thing, still in and out of jail, got an ankle bracelet, the whole nine. And grandma got that money. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, now for the longest time, the granddaughter lost all contact. Like she cut off all contact with the whole entire side of her dad's family. Cut off all communication. Like she quit talking to everybody and was talking to her nothing. So all of a sudden, just recently, grandmama and granddaughter is hanging out. Taking her to Carowinds, went and bought her some clothes because the granddaughter told her grandmother her mom didn't buy nothing, take her nowhere, school started, she ain't got no supplies. Okay, I feel sorry for this child, I really do, because she's in between people who's wanting her for a check. Now, I must say, grandma will make sure she got clothes and shoes and like finer things. I gotta give her that. She will make sure that this child have everything she need, down to getting her hair done, her nails done, whatever. She will definitely do that. She will take care of the child, but she's doing it for the wrong reason. I understand she loved it. She had it since she was little, but this lady, and the actual mom could really care less. But anyway, I'm trying to make sure this don't go for 15 minutes, so we're doing good. So all of a sudden, now in between, I'm not sure. I think it's probably been like 3, maybe 4 months since, or something like that, since the granddaughter hadn't talked to the grandmother. Well, lo and behold, all of a sudden, somehow some communication went down. Oh, I know how. Let me back up some. So, grandmother is actually going forward trying to get her on the low because she has visitation. She's fighting for this girl to get visitation. So the grandma does have visitation. That's how the communication. That's how they're still communicating. So grandma has visitation certain days that she come get her and blah blah blah. Well, all of a sudden, and I think it's on the grandmother's part and on the granddaughter's part, because now the granddaughter's complaining to the grandmother about not having nothing for school, and people are getting pictures and getting stuff together and give it to grandma so she can take it to court so she can try to get custody of the daughter because she wants that money. She wants that granddaughter so she can get that money. So now all of a sudden she took her school shopping, she said, and she took her to Karen was doing all this stuff for her, and now she's getting the granddaughter to write something against the mama so she can get out of the house. Oh, it gets even better. Check this out. So all the money that grandma's getting because of the death of her son, she's spending. There's certain dollar amounts that she can't touch because it has to go into a estate account because son didn't have the will. If the son didn't have the will, if someone doesn't have a will, they have to have an estate account, and that's where everything has to go to. So it's a process, and they could take years. But I think in her case, something happened and got extended. It's going to take about a year. The $250,000 that this man left for his daughter, grandmother's about to take it all and buy a house. So, grandmother's sister said you were wrong and got on her face, oh, she's just jealous and da-da-da-da. I'm thinking to myself, lady, you going to steal from your granddaughter? You going to steal from a child because you want money to buy a house? You sold your house because someone offered you money, not because your son passed away. Okay, so whatever. You sold a house. They know my business. I wouldn't have sold that house yet. So she sold her house and she's sleeping in one of her friend's room. And she's about to take this baby's money and buy a house. And she don't feel bad about it. She does not feel bad. She said, well, I might give her $100,000. That's not your money. This lady will steal from a child. She's about money. She wants to look bougie and make people think she's living this life and all this other stuff. She made a comment because she got fired from our job. Well, she was about to get fired, but they let her off. She put in her 2 weeks notice. Went with another company, ended up working with someone she used to work with, and makes these little smug remarks, trying to spend this baby's money. And she was telling me about the argument she was having with the lady. And she said, I told her, you have to work. I don't have to work. Lady, you got $250,000. That's not your money. You about to buy a house. How do you think God is pleased with this? Oh, God has blessed me and blah 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 blah. Lady, I don't want to. And I know people will say this and I say this. I don't want to say nothing bad, but then you say it anyway. I'ma just say this. You doing that is not pleasing to God, and that's all I'm gonna say. Because before this even happened, I used to, for some reason, and I don't know why, and I do this in it, and I'm kind of like low key freaking out because this stuff tends to happen, but I'm hoping she don't turn out like her mom, because I don't know who would take care of her. This lady she's sneaky, she's conniving, she'll lie, and she will, if she could get money out of you, she will. And I think about it every so often. And I know she'll stop talking to me if I tell her something, which I could care less. Because my ass, excuse my French, I'm trying to stop cussing. I'm trying. Don't forgive me. It's not on the line. So I know I need to mind my business and stay out of it. Don't say nothing. Because my business, because she gonna do what she wanna do. And get that child so she can get a monthly check. Keep that baby's money and not tell her about it and get a house. There's some low down dirty people in this world. Your own grandmother, but I mean, people, kids killing their parents and parents killing their kids, so there's no love and loyalty in a lot of households. But that thing bothers me every time I think about it. But I know it has nothing to do with me. She gonna do what she wanna do. She's always been like this. She'll always be like this. But when it's time to pay the piper, when it's time to deal with your consequences, when it's time for you to reap what you sow, and you holler about, oh God, and she got all these sicknesses and all this other stuff. Don't holler about God. Don't holler about God. Because you ain't thought about God when you were stealing that money. In the Bible, it tells you about, saving up money for your children. I tell you, I'm going to go mind my business. Thanks for listening.